Good morning and welcome, fellow Sovereigns. And I've been singularly unsuccessful in getting the lighting right today. For some reason, it's all blurry, fuzzy, whatever. It's a cloudy day. I don't know if that makes any difference. But anyway, so this is my second attempt today. and actually, really, who cares? This is the frame. The content is probably, as the Course of Miracles talks about, life and the frame. What's important, the content or the frame, or the picture or the frame? So this is just the frame, the thing you're looking at. So you can just shut your eyes and you'll still get the same content. I'd like to talk about, it should be a quick one today, and I just want to give you a little exercise that will help in accessing your intuition, that will bring in answers that logic can't access. So people use pendulums. I've used pendulums over the years, and pendulums can give you some answers, but you need you can't ask your own questions because we're biased. So if I ask, I don't know, something about myself, yeah, generally the pendulum. But anyway, so the main problem with a pendulum is that you only get black and white answers, or yes and no answers. So you can use an actual pendulum, something on a string or chain, or those kind of body talk type things, or the other one that I've used is just stilling my body and then asking a question. And for me, a yes is my body just sways backwards and forwards. If the answer's a no, my body sways sideways. And I can't stop it. It just does it. And so that's my way of my body messaging, if you like. Your way might be different. Everyone's is possibly different. So some people, when it's a yes answer, might kind of lean to the right, which is to the left on this video, isn't it? And no might be leaning to the left, or some other, yeah. So you'll find your own system. So that's a pendulum system, and it can work, and it can be helpful. This other one is just as simple, but it can give you more comprehensive answers beyond yes and no. So it seems really silly, and it seems really easy, and it is. It's really simple. So all you need to do is get a piece of paper. How hard's that? Oh no, you need a pen as well. Okay, piece of paper and a pen, or preferably a pad, so you can open it up with both sides blank, both pages blank. So all the piece of paper. So if you've got a piece of paper, whether it's portrait or landscape, put a line down the middle and hold your pen in your normal writing hand. So if you're right-handed, like me, which is left on your screen, write your question with your right hand, with your writing hand. So if you're right-handed, write your question with your writing hand, and then swap your pen over and write the answer with your non-writing hand. So for a right-handed person, you write your answer with your left hand. It's obviously opposite for a left-handed person. If you're left-handed, write your question with your left hand, and then swap your pen over to your right hand and write the answer. And it's really frustrating, and it's awkward, and it's messy, and it takes time. But I suggest you bear with it. Just be a little bit patient with yourself and just get this answer out in your non-writing hand. And it looks like a scribble, but allow it to happen. So you can ask all sorts of questions, big and small. You can ask yes and no answers, not yes and no questions. Should I go and get groceries today? Should I have prunes with my breakfast? I don't know. Yes and no questions. Or you can ask bigger questions. You can ask the why questions, which could be about your health. Why am I having problems with my whatever it is? Teeth, toes, whatever. And the answer might, and then just let the answer be and see what happens. It might be about, I don't know, choosing a house. You might have 3 houses in mind and you don't know which one because they've all got things that you like and all got things you don't like. give over to the pen in your wrong hand. And the answer might be an answer that you don't expect. It might be another house. It might be no to those three. Because so often the answer is an unexpected one, because it doesn't come from logic. It doesn't come from our conscious brain. It comes from the deeper mind. So that might be about jobs. What job should I do? How do or it might be that you're in a job that you hate. I hate being an insurance clerk or a grave digger or a truck driver or whatever, and I really want to do something else, but I don't know what else I can do with my life. What can I do? And those kind of big questions. And so we write the question, or we write the problem. So we might have a problem with our neighbour, and we've been arguing about this for weeks or whatever it is, and he wants this and I want that, and there seems to be no way of sorting it out. Write down the problem and then say, please, other hand, non-writing hand, give me a solution to this. Or it might be, I don't know, it might be something in the community, or it might be something in your relationship. You're both at loggerheads, you're both right, but you're both not agreeing. So you write the problem down, or as you see it. And the answer often, mysteriously, comes out of an unexpected place, if we say that. It comes from where you couldn't expect an answer from logic, from our conscious mind. So you can ask all sorts of questions. So those are kind of more personal ones. And you can also ask anything else that's not specifically personal. It might be, I don't know, is COVID real? I mean, obviously the answer is going to be no. Because nobody on this planet ever has identified a virus. They don't exist. What does exist is fear and propaganda. So, but anyway, you can still ask those kind of questions, those big questions. What do you call it? They used to call it global warming, but they realised the globe's not getting warmer, so they had to change the name. So they call it climate change, which is obvious, because the climate always changes. It always has. We have seasons. And each season's different. So, anyway, you can ask about that. What do they call it now? Climate change. Is that real? Is there something I can do today about climate change, if it's real? And if it's not, even what can I do? So those kind of global questions. Is there something that's politically there seems to be no answer? Try the question. Excuse me, I've got a hair that's most unusual for me. I don't have them spare. So it's also a good exercise to do for yourself and for your children, I think, because we've grown up in a society that tells us we know nothing. That tells us that every single answer we need in life has to come from somebody else, some other authority. So we have an illness, we go to a doctor. We have a legal problem, we go to a lawyer. We have a business problem, we go to our accountant. We have a problem in our community, we rush off to the council instead of finding our own solutions between us. Or we have a national problem. We think the politicians must fix it. And there's a sense of disempowerment. We've done this to ourselves. We can blame other people, but we have created the disempowerment. And we can bring it back by starting to listen and hear and take responsibility. See, the whole consultancy fad, shall I say, it's been quite a long one. It probably started in the late 60s, really, where businesses would figure things out for themselves. And then they started getting frightened to make decisions, frightened of being wrong, and also believing that other people know more than we do, even though we're the ones in it and doing it every day. So this whole consultancy thing came up, and so that's part of our miasma, should I say, part of the paradigm that's going to be broken. We will start now moving back into listening to ourselves. And so this is a good little exercise that you can do with your kids or at schools or wherever. And it helps people realize that they've actually got some answers within. That this body, this beingness of who we are, is actually much bigger than what we tangibly think it is. The answers are there. And sometimes the answer might be to go and ask somebody else, but it's still an answer that you may not have come up with before. It might be somebody you'd never thought of. So I just suggest that you play with this idea. Get out your pen and paper, get a pad. The best one is a pad, say an open pad, A4 pad, because then it gives you much more space to just let your poor left hand struggle along and give you a bigger answer. And it might go over pages and pages. And I've found that when I've been running my writing groups and my personal development groups, the Free to Be Me groups, courses here in New Zealand and Australia and England, and people have done it, and some of the answers have been really amazing in the sense that they're not the kind of thing any logic mind would come up with. They just come out of left field, as they say in America. They come out of some other part of us. And just doing that and finding that answers can come out of our non-logic part, that there is a non-logical, bigger part of us, is a healthy exercise to remind ourselves. And we kind of know this, but here's a simple exercise. So have fun with it. So I wish you a lot of frustrating fun with your other writing hand, and I wish you lovely surprises at the answers that come out. And bless you and all who sail in her.